Good morning. It is about 7:20. I have my Uber scheduled for pickup at 8:20, so I'm really sad. But I just woke up, finished packing. Let's do a little fit check and then go to breakfast. This is my airport travel fit. I have the necklace I was wearing last time with all the little Disney icons. This vintage sweatshirt, Lulu leggings, Hoka's. And then I have a little airy tank top underneath. For breakfast, I'm gonna get Mickey waffles because I love those guys and I haven't had them yet, as if I've been here more than literally one morning. Finished eating breakfast and walked around the store a little bit. I did unfortunately find a sweatshirt that I really like, but I think I shouldn't get it. One, I have a lot of sweatshirts. Two, I'm already packed, and also I really just don't need it, even though I do want it. So if I still want it and it's here in 6 months, then I can get it, but I think I would wear it, but I feel like it's one of those things that it's yeah, I want it, but kind of why? I really don't need it. So left that. I'm running back to my room to get my luggage. It's about 8 o'clock. My Uber's gonna be here at 8:20. I realized I left my fuel rod in my check bag, so I need to bring that up to my purse and then head back up to the lobby. One final look at the room and then we are out of here. I decided to put all my candy, to all 12.5 pounds of it, in my carry-on. I Googled, I looked on the Facebook group, I did everything. Everyone says it's fine. I am nervous, but everyone's the Orlando TSA knows what this is from. This happens all the time, so they're fine. I shouldn't be worried. I know it's fine, but it feels illegal bringing food through TSA, even though it's perfectly legal. Someone even posted they brought a whole rotisserie chicken through TSA and it was fine. So surely my candy's fine. But that is a wrap here. I love this. I want to put that above my bed at home. Just check the room, made sure I have everything, and have my bags packed. And now I'm headed to the lobby. Well, this isn't the airport. Wonder why? My flight got delayed 6 hours. Wanna know how I found out? I got a really scammy text with a $15 flight voucher and I clicked it and I was like, this can't be real. And then I went in the app and saw that my flight's delayed 6 hours. My Uber was a mile away. It's $25 to cancel it, which cost damn near just as much as the whole entire ride. So I really quickly panicked, changed it to the Polynesian, and now I'm gonna go pick a bone with Southwest Airlines. Got iced vanilla latte. I just got off the phone with Southwest and they switched my flight to 2:45. The first one kept getting delayed and she's like, I can't tell where this is coming out of. I can't tell where this plane is, what's going on. And so we just switched my flight. So my new flight is at I don't even know. I don't even care. 2 something. Lands at 4:20. And she did tell me, which is helpful, that I can save all of my receipts and I might get reimbursed for them. So my food, my Uber, all that stuff, since it was an inconvenience because of the delay. So I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna request online too, once I have all those receipts, for more of a travel voucher. I think it's insulting that they only offered $15 and that was the only notification I got of the flight being canceled. But in the meantime, I'm just gonna hop around, make the most of it. I am frustrated because I did pay for early bird check-in for that flight and I had an A boarding group, and since they switched the flight, now I'm C45, so the 15th to last person aboard. So I'm gonna see if they'll let me board with my military spouse ID kind of risky. I hate like pulling that card, but today has just been such a cluster that I think I'm just gonna have to pull it because I'm not boarding C45. That's insane. When I paid for early bird, and you bet your butt I am getting reimbursed for that too. Like, I'm not playing games. I'm so frustrated. I'm a Southwest loyalist. I love their credit card. I only fly Southwest, and I'm not tolerating this. This is insane. So I think I'm gonna go to I don't know where I'm gonna go. Maybe the Grand Floridian, just take a monorail somewhere. I do want to get the Ohana noodles for lunch, I think. The chicken wings, or a turkey sandwich from the Contemporary. Maybe I'll go to the Contemporary first and get the cookie dough croissant because I really like that. I don't know, just literally ride the monorail because I have nothing better to do. I got the whole monorail cabin to myself.
The monorail will depart momentarily.
At Disney Springs. I'm honestly not the biggest Disney Springs fan. Might be a hot take. I just went to Gideon's. I didn't get anything. They said the line was going to be, that's really noisy. This is the line was going to be about an hour and a half. I have time for that, but I just don't care to wait an hour and a half for a cookie. It's not for me. So I did hear that Summerhouse on the lake has really good cookies, so I think I'm just gonna do that. I'm really not even hungry. I'm kind of just looking for something to do. So that's the plan. At Summerhouse on the lake, I got the crispy chocolate chip cookies. So it's a chocolate chip cookie with Rice Krispie treats. It's a delish. Let's give her a try. Just finished eating the cookie. It was good, but like really sweet. The bus ride here, like, I'm not a motion sick girly, but it was like vibrating some type of way. I was probably just sitting in a bad spot, but it kind of made my tummy hurt a little bit. So the cookie probably wasn't the best idea. I only had a few bites, to be honest. It was really, really rich and sweet. And now I think I'm gonna head back to All-Star Sports to get my stuff and then I guess go to the airport. My flight is at 2:45 now, so I have to get to the airport 12:45, 1. It's about 11 right now. Just picked up my luggage from Bell Services. It is 11:41, and I got a Lyft this time, not an Uber, so it was a little cheaper. I was really trying to like be positive about this delay and be like, oh, I can do so much, and I kind of just feel like I wasted my whole morning. It wasn't like long enough to do anything. I don't have an annual pass, so I couldn't go to the park, so I'm kind of bitter. I don't want to be bitter, but I am. But really just looking forward to getting home, unpacking, doing some laundry, and going to bed. I'm really tired, but yeah, maybe I'll check in later if I'm in a better mood. I'm not in a good mood right now. Just got through TSA with over 12 pounds of candy in my bag, so I can now officially confirm it is not illegal. Thank goodness, because I would have cried like a baby if they threw all that away. Hi! So I'm editing my travel day / last day of my solo trip vlog, and I realized it ended just a little bit abruptly. And I also wanted to give an update on what happened after the fact. So kind of backtracking to where this started. So when I was sitting in the lobby waiting for my Uber, I got a really weird text, and it said something along the lines of, sorry for the inconvenience in your travel plans. Here's a voucher with a link. And I was like, no way this is real. Like this, it looked like a scam. It was from an unknown number. I didn't receive any notification that my flight had been delayed or anything had happened. Like normally Southwest is really good. Even if your flight's delayed 20 minutes, like the smallest bit, they'll text, they'll email, they'll send a push notification, your boarding pass will update. Like they are very communicative, almost to the point where like, okay, I get it. Like I'm gonna get there 15 minutes late, woohoo. And so I decided to open the app. Mind you, at this point, my Uber is 1 mile away. I open the app and it says my flight's been delayed 6 hours. Excuse me? Uber's on the way, so I'm like, oh my gosh, what do I do? I can't change my flight. I don't know what's going on. I click the link and it's a $15 voucher for my inconvenience. I have no words. I was so mad. So I called my mom and I was like, I'm freaking the heck out. I don't know what to do. It's $25 to cancel my Uber. I'm still gonna have to take one eventually. I have nothing to do today. I was about to be on the way to the airport. I don't know what to do. And so her and I came up with a plan to reroute the Uber to somewhere else. So quickly checked my bags back in with the concierge desk. So it's a really nice service they offer. They'll hold your bags when you get there, when you're leaving, so you don't have to worry about it. Check my bags in with them, rerouted my Uber super quickly to the Polynesian, and I went to the Poly when I decided like, okay, I need to figure out something because I can't just sit here forever. And so got my coffee, sitting in the lobby, called Southwest, and I kind of like touched on this in the video, but she's like, hey, I understand why you're upset. Unfortunately, we can't do anything with the vouchers. I'll rebook your flights because we don't know like what's going on with this one. It's going to keep getting delayed. Put me on the 2:45 flight. And then she's like, here's the link to request a voucher. Great. So I saved my receipts for the day, go to the Poly, go to Contemporary, do some shopping, kind of just like bopped around property, like nothing like super notable. End up going back to my resort whenever it's time, Uber to the airport, Lyft to the airport, whatever, get lunch at the airport, and then fly home. So while I'm sitting at the airport, I decide to do my travel voucher request. So I requested for the Uber that I had to reroute from the Poly, that was to the airport that I changed to the Poly. So I submitted a receipt for that. For my lunch, I got Jersey Mike's and it was $17 and I forgot to save the receipt, but you had to upload a file when you were requesting the money. So I typed in my notes app, so sorry, forgot to get a receipt. I got Jersey Mike's at the airport. It was $17. Screenshotted, uploaded that, and I was like, okay, like I'm not getting reimbursed for this, whatever. And then I also submitted for the Uber from All Star Sports the second time to the airport for real. And then I submitted for my early bird check-in. So I bought early bird check-in, got boarding group A, but when they rebooked me on the new flight, that is like null and void, it's just canceled. And so I requested for that to be refunded with receipts as well. It came out to be like $78 for the first request and then like $30 for the second one, so around $100. And then I also just requested a flight voucher for my time, since Southwest policy is if it's delayed more than 3 hours on a domestic flight, or I think 6 hours on an international, and obviously this was domestic, it was from Orlando to St. Louis, and it was over 3 hours, it was double that, it was 6. So I requested to be, I don't really know how much my flight was. Like I booked some in points, some in flight credit, some in my credit card, like I don't really know. So I just requested however much would be like normal for my time. Then I asked if I can board early with the military group. Like I mentioned, I might ask if I can do, and they told me no. So I had to board in group C45, and I almost had to check my carry-on because they ran out of space. They needed 18 people too, and they said, if we don't get 18 people, we're pulling from the back of C group, so prepare yourself. I had 12.5 pounds of candy, a lot of that's chocolate, and I knew that if I checked it, it was all gonna melt. So I didn't check it. Thank goodness they didn't make me. Enough people volunteered. And then it ended up working out so well. I don't know how I got lucky. Like, mind you, this is the travel day from hell. It was so bad. But C45, I was the 15th to last person to board this flight. I got a window seat in like aisle 10 by this very nice couple. I don't know why someone like wouldn't sit with them. And there was bin space. Like, I have flown solo in B group higher than when I was boarding now and gotten a worse seat. So I don't know how I got so lucky. They were eating, and sometimes people don't like to sit by people when they're eating, but I was like, this is my ideal spot. Like, this is where I need to be. So fly home, whatever, flight's great, get home, laundry, all the things. That's that. A couple days later, I get an email from Southwest, and they said, hey, sorry for the inconvenience of your travels. We're denying all your requests. Be so for real. I was like, are you joking? You give me a $15 voucher for all this? And the very kind, understanding lady was like, submit your receipts, submit all my receipts. Mind you, I knew the lunch one would probably get denied, whatever. Everything's denied. I was like, I was so mad. So I called that evening, and I say I'm so mad, and I'm like, I'm gonna rep them a new one. I'm so nice on the phone. I've worked in customer service for years. I'm the firmest believer in standing your ground. Like, I'm gonna explain what happened, and I'm gonna tell you that I'm frustrated, but I always preface with, I'm not gonna yell at you. I don't yell, I don't cuss, I don't scream, I don't call them names. I'm so nice. I wanna be so nice that they're like, oh my gosh, I feel so bad for this girl. Like, let me make it up to her versus like, screw her, like she's rude. I'm so nice. So I call and I explain everything that happened, and I tell the guy on the phone that I'm just frustrated that it got denied, and I explained the whole story, and he's like, oh my gosh, yeah, like that sounds like a horrible day. I'm so sorry that happened to you. Normally in these situations, we'd offer $50 or $100. Is that okay? And I was like, well, I do want a little bit more than that, seeing as like just the day that it had to extend my stay. I ended up spending that much between Ubers, lunch, transportation, food, whatever. Could you go any higher? And he's like, let me see if I can do 150. Sometimes it requires manager approval, but I think I might be able to do it. So then he got it through. I get a $150 flight credit. I fly all the time. I was like, perfect. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. That's that. I'm happy at this point. A couple days later, I get an email from Southwest. After I get the voucher, whatever, I get a separate email, and it says, hey, Emily, we've reviewed your claim and we are approving everything you requested. We're going to send you a check for $80, which is what I requested in the vouchers, or not vouchers, like the reimbursements, sending me a check. They also said, sorry you had to board with C Group on your new flight when you played for Early Bird. Mind you, I never pay more than like $15 for Early Bird. I think other than that, it's a waste of money. They said, we're gonna send you $47 for your Early Bird inconvenience, and we're escalating this to the next level review for a flight voucher. I'm like, excuse me? I'm not complaining, but I was like, okay, is this like ridiculous? Am I getting greedy? But I fly so much. I fly all the time. I only fly Southwest. Been a Rapid Rewards member for, I think in the email it was like, thank you for being a member for 6 years. It's probably been longer, but like on this account, 6 years. And so I'm waiting to see if they do give me another flight credit, because Loki already booked my next trip to Disney World and it would be great to have that flight paid for. But all in all, what started out as like a really bad, stressful day. I'm about 2 weeks out now. It's fine. Like, I was stressed because I wanted to like get home, do laundry, watch the Cowboys game. And it all just ended up being okay. And I really am happy with Southwest and how they're addressing this. And although it was kind of a waste of a day, I'm glad I got some extra time in Disney. So wrapping up the vlog here. Thank you so much for watching. And I will see you in the next one. Bye guys.